I feel like I'll post this video and it'll either get a lot of comments of people saying they don't remember this film at all, or a lot of comments of people who have the passion of 1,000 fiery suns in defending who should and should not be cast in this. There is no in-between. The Swan Princess is quite a nice film. I mean, she turns into a swan. That's it, that's the gimmick. That's most of the film. Also, John Cleese is a frog. It's fun. And there's songs and such. It could happen, it could happen. It could get remade into a live-action film. Fuck Barbie's getting remade into a live-action film. Nothing is safe anymore. Nothing is everything's on the table, okay? So, if it does, then this is the cast it should have, okay? Odette is the Swan Princess. Odette, yeah. She's a nice enough girl. She's fun. Sings. Gets turned into a swan. Normal things. Every actor's been there, okay? She's blonde, she's beautiful, of course. And most importantly, she gets herself out of situations instead of waiting for a man to know. No. The men do it for her. But I'm sure in any live-action adaptation, she would be a much more powerful, empowering female character. And so I think, why not just bring in a ready-made female empowering lead, like Supergirl. Melissa Benoist is, I'm a big advocate for her to play like a Disney princess or something akin to that, because she's got like she's so sweet and innocent, but fiery and powerful and believable in that kind of role, which is an interesting trait to try and pull off, to be that mixture of those things, and that is exactly what most princesses in animated films are. So I've long been a fan of Melissa Benoist playing someone like Rapunzel, but Odette is a similar character that could be really fun for her and have a lot more personality, ideally, in this live-action adaptation. Next! Derek. Prince Derek is just a Hollywood pretty boy to a T, isn't he? Yeah, he's kind of dumb, runs about, tries to fight monsters. I don't know. It feels like you could pick a lot of people and they'd work here, because Derek is quite a blank canvas. There's a lot of different ways you could go with that character. I'm thinking someone like Channing Tatum. Why? Because he's got that kind of, I can play a dumb role but still be like quite endearing about him. It's hard to pull off, but you need that, yeah. He is an obvious choice for a prince. Ooh, he's an abs machine, he's, you know, whatever. But I do think he'd do this well. I'd like to see him in this kind of role. It's similar to something like, in Disney terms, like Phoebus in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's the kind of role you're looking at, you know? Someone who is quite serious, can make a bit of a joke, not that bright. Perfect. Next, Queen Uberta is pretty crazy, yeah, and I love her. She is a kind of insane mother figure in a good way that I've seen recently. Where was that? Oh yeah, last Christmas. I've used Emma Thompson a bit recently as like a mothering figure in animated fancast, because it was a revelation as that kind of insane, overbearing mother character. And that's something that pops up a lot in animated films, surprisingly, given that a lot of parents are dead in animated films, yeah. But Queen Uberta is fun, unique. Emma Thompson would be fantastic at it. Full stop. Next, on the other side of Queen Uberta is Lord Rogers, who's a much more serious, severe, sincere kind of person. But at the same time, he kind of gets dragged into Queen Uberta's shenanigans a bit. And yeah, I wouldn't rule out like a romantic angle being introduced in a live-action film. They give Genie a romantic interest. Who knows what happens next? I think Lucius Malfoy himself was right for this role. Really? Yeah? Okay. Sure, why not? Jason Isaacs is great, and his kind of exasperated expressions playing the like straight to somebody else's comic relief is really good, and they as a pair would be so funny in this film. I'd love to see that. Next, okay, animal sidekicks. It's the fun part we get to do for every animated film fancast ever. Disney princesses are all rich, so they measure actual wealth in the number of loyal animal sidekicks that they could send to their deaths if they wanted. Wow. That was dark. There's John Bob, who's a frog that thinks he's a prince. So if the princess kisses him, he'll turn into a prince. So he spends the whole film trying to seduce Odette. What? It wasn't creepy because it was John Cleese playing him. So you need someone similarly madcap in their voice acting. I think Martin Short is right because he is. Yes. Puffin is a Puffin, I believe, who's like a smart boy, but he's also a bit loopy. I think someone like Christoph Waltz. Yes, yes. I don't know how much voice acting he's actually done, but yes. Finally, there's Speed, who is a turtle, who's kind of monotone. Therefore, Andre Braugher from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is going to play him. That's all I should have to say about that. Yeah, next. Bromley is Derek's friend, and I should just mention that Clark Duke should be playing him. Yeah. And Bridget is a weird, insane serving girl, so that's who Melissa McCarthy will play. Yeah. Finally, we need our villain, Lord Rothbart. The names just get better and better. There's Odette, Rothbart, Uberta, Derek. Jack Palance did the original voice for Lord Rothbart, who is insanely powerful sorcerer who can just turn princesses into swans just like that, but takes decades of planning to try and become king. So I think we just cast the most evil person in all of history to play him. Gary Oldman. Why? Because yes, that's why, and if you want to argue about it in the comments, then kill yourself, Jerome! Imagine if somebody's actually called Jerome out there watching. Did I get you? Yeah. Good. Bye now.